Hello everybody, my name is Trollmaker, this is Wargame Red Dragon, and we're going through the units list for all of the game. This time we have West Germany, the good guys, and West Germany has had serious buffs in terms of this beta. They've been rated number 2 in terms of viability as nation only, so very, very potent. Now we do have a few work in progress guys here. These are the Furungs group, which are your command infantry, because yes, there are command infantry. Not a ton of them. They do have some defensibility, but not too much. You don't want to use these guys. And this is going to be the most common way to deploy them. It's going to be in your Dornier 205. You'll want to helicopter them to location, drop them in, maybe even a mountain, and just sneak them in. You can cancel out points with this. You can take some points with this. They're pretty damn invisible. I mean, they have an optics of medium and a stealth of good, so they're going to be hard to kill. Random artillery, on the other hand, is a problem. Moving on to logistics, we have lots of vehicles here to choose from. I'm assuming this Leopard 1A3 is going to be a command tank eventually, because there's no point of it being here otherwise. And of course there is the Leopard 2, which we also had in Airland Battle. Nice little helicopter for resupplying. I'm pretty sure that's newish. Yeah. But anyway, we have, standard vehicles, so nothing exciting there. Our brand new infantry type here is going to be the Fall Scrimmage Jager. Fall Skirm Jager. So this is looking like it's going to be a pretty potent anti-infantry. We have an MP2 and we have a SAW, so it should be able to go toe-to-toe with most infantry units. And various types of vehicles they can drive in. No new vehicles here. The Flügelfaust was actually in the game already. Nope, anti-air weapon on the back here. These guys have the Red Eye, which is pretty sure a British type of rocket. And you can put them in a large number of vehicles to deploy them in many, many ways. But yes, the Flügelfaust 2 is brand new. This is totally new compared to these Flügelfausts. And nope, just moderate improvements here, not crazy amounts. So whether it'll be worth paying the extra 5 points, it's hard to say right now. They look pretty damn similar. They might get rebalanced out so that the Flügelfaust 2 is much stronger. We have our Heimatschützen, which is totally not new. That's how I say it every time, by the way. Our Jagers, oh yeah, those guys are back. We have our Paler Milans, which are, once again, not new. We've had Paler units before. Paler Milan 2s, slightly more damage. Not really much range. The Panzergrenadiers are old. They were kind of a really weird unit. They're an infantry unit, so they can fight against inferior numbers. But the main purpose of these guys was to have a rocket up front. This RPG, this Law, was very potent for dealing with tanks. Now here's a new unit called the Storm Pioneer. It appears like it's going to be some sort of a cheap only anti-infantry type, anti-tank type unit because of the Carl Gustaf, and they might do some modifications for this one. It's not powerful enough just yet, but we'll have to see. I mean, West Germany's already pretty damn sick, so they might not even touch it. We have our Flak Panzers, which are once again pretty damn old. Here's a new line of Rolands called the FRP Rolands. So yeah, we're used to seeing the Martyr Rolands. These are the FRP Rolands. Basically the same thing. Different modeling is basically the thing here, and some of these vehicles react pretty damn cool. Now we have the Laws. The Mars is coming up. Are you serious? So it's like Laws 2, and Mars. That seems like what a really bad father would name his children. My name is Laws, my son's named Laws too, and my other son is named Mars. So we have some more artillery units, including the Pizik MIT 105 and Prizik Hit 530, Prizik 1, I hate you Germany. So moving over to the tanks, which is really exciting, we have the Keller. Not the Helen Keller, this is the Keeler actually. And this guy is a light tank killer. It's got a nice main gun. It's particularly expensive for what you're getting just yet. but maybe somebody will have some crazy uses for it. It does have 2 guns that have kinetic damage, so that could be something that'll factor into decision making. We have our KPZs. These are basically pretty damn new. That title here, I wish I could just rename that to a real thing. So I'm not saying that, but for all you military types, boom! M48A2G2. Done. So we have our Leopard brand, which we had in Airland Battle and in European Escalation. And our Leopard 2 line. Wait a minute, Leopard 2s in West Germany? Yes, we do. And very expensive tanks. Here's our brand new one, the 2AS. I think that's new. I'm pretty sure it's new. It's 180 points. It better be new. It's very expensive. So we're looking at our Recon now. We have the BGS, which is old. And our Bow, which is also pretty old. Very popular choice, by the way, for people in the past. Furnish Bears were once called overpowered in Airland Battle because they were so damn good. It's a 2-man squad now, which should help quite a bit. We have our brand new Iltis Auf, which is an unarmed vehicle, Jeep type. Our Pa-2 Tiger, which is going to be a recon helicopter with stingers, rocket pods, and missiles. So this is going to be a pretty sick, beastly vehicle. I mean, imagine a guy who can recon, shoot down air units, and also pick off tanks. That is sick. You're a sick man, Tiger. Moving on, we have our Sonderwagen, which is totally new, but hard to say whether it's useful. It has a nice main gun. Might be good for picking off some vehicles. Our Lux is an old classic. Good for picking off infantry. It's got the autocannon after all. And the Lux AI. Once again, roughly the same thing. Not too much of an improvement there. Our Kurz. Our Spitz 112 Kurz is a little mini tank. It's an autocannon gun. It can do good. It's hard to say. We'll have to see it in action after all the balancing occurs. So at the vehicles, we have a Flak Panzer, which is an anti-infantry vehicle, which is also really good against air units. We have our Milans, which are, rockets. Our Kannonjagd Panzer, which is totally new. It's kind of a tank type. It's got some light rounds, so it's basically going to be used for knifing vehicles and then knifing infantry after they come out. Mossad VCSI is an old unit. Fell out of use in Airland Battle completely, but was the most popular unit in European Escalation. Now, it's a relic. The anti-infantry vehicles. And we have our line of Martyrs, which, nothing new here. They still have that Milan rocket. MD Jupiter, of course, is used for carrying infantry purely. We have our Rakjang Tango Panzer, which is an AT type variant, as well as the Jaguars, which once again have the ITO. God, some of these skins are so good. And we have some more infantry carrying vehicles. Different uses. This one can help the infantry fight, the TPZ Fuchs, and the Fuchs Milan can help destroy vehicles as well as help infantry. So they have various niches. And the Weasel, of course, was added in European Escalation with first ever DLC. And one variant is anti-infantry with an autocannon, can also be a light vehicle. And the other one has the tow rockets. So we have 2 variants of Weasel. Now in our helicopters, we have the Bow, which is, your anti-air. We have Bow 105, which has Saklos, which makes it round. Bow 105 PP, AH-1A1. It's also another anti-tank vehicle. And then we have the Dornier 205, which is the only one of the 4 of these that can actually deal with infantry. So, an air German approach is going to be very, very brutal. There's not going to be too much for options. In the sky, there's not going to be too much new. We have the Alpha Jet A, which is the F4F, very common vehicle, as well as the F4F Ice, also very common air superiority types. The new one is going to be the Peach Rhine. Yes, that's a real name, Peach Rhine, which is a variant of the Ice. So, it's going to be an air superiority type vehicle once again. Sorry, aircraft. I shouldn't say vehicle. The Tornado has a stupid amount of uses, as did the 1DS. Just ridiculously good in the sky. As well, they have these bombs here, so they can also do that. And so, West Germany is going to be very potent in the sky. The Peach Rhine is just going to be so good. I can just see it already. Not too fancy, of a skin just yet on these vehicles, but maybe that's how they actually are. I don't know. Moving over to our Marine deck, going to be pretty lackluster here for the West Germans, unfortunately. They're a landlocked nation. Don't expect much. So the only thing they can really deploy in the Marine deck is going to be ground vehicles. So your Starfighter, Recon, some AT, some artillery units, some more Recon, and, you know, some supply trucks. So it's West Germany. They shouldn't have a vehicle. They're a landlocked country, right? It doesn't make sense. So, you know, they won't be able to actually play the command game. So if you're playing a West German deck, you have to play the ground and you have to play for keeps. Also, you can support them with the air. They have very good air units. My name is Trollmaker. That's the West Germans. Up next, of course, will be Canada. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.